we come to one of the proudest chapters of City Opera's history. The American baritone Todd Duncan, who was chosen by Gershwin himself to create the role of Porgy, became the first African American to sing at a major opera company. And where was that? New York City Opera, you bet, 1945, 10 years before Marian Anderson stepped on the stage at the Metropolitan Opera. He debuted not in Porgy, not in Four Saints and Three Acts, not in Showboat. He played Tonio in Pagliacci, and also he sang the glamorous Escamillo in Carmen. That's what City Opera is all about, colorblind company. Sad to say, though, his recordings don't reflect that. He only recorded Porgy, Lost in the Stars, Cabin in the Sky, and lots of spirituals. Became a very influential teacher, of course. But let's hear one of his wonderful recordings of a spiritual here, You Must Be Born Again.
If you want to go to heaven, you must be newborn again. Oh, newborn again. If you want to go to heaven, you must be newborn again. You must be newborn again. Oh, newborn again. Oh, newborn again. Oh, newborn again. You must be newborn again. Jesus say you must be newborn again. Oh, newborn again. Jesus say you must be newborn again. You must be newborn again. Oh, newborn again. Oh, newborn again. Oh, newborn again. You must be newborn again. Peter say you must be newborn again. Oh, newborn again. Peter say you must be newborn again. You must be newborn again.
So the season right after that, spring 1946, saw the first female African-American singer at New York City Opera, and that was, of course, the great Camilla Williams, who debuted as Madame Butterfly and owned the role of Butterfly there at City Opera for at least a decade. She sang lots of other things as well. And of course, she had a very distinguished career. She sang at the March on Washington before the I Have a Dream speech. Besides her operatic career and concert career, Martin Luther King invited her to sing at his Nobel Prize ceremony. She went on to become a great teacher at Indiana University, and I'm proud to say that before her death a couple of years ago, we were able to honor her with a very special retrospective evening at the Schomburg Center. She's here. She appeared also on a recording made by New York City Opera of excerpts from Aida, which is a role she also sang often at City Opera. And this is a part of the Nile scene. She's singing with the baritone Lawrence Winters, another very distinguished African-American singer who debuted at City Opera a bit later, in 1948. This recording was made in the early 1950s. And Lawrence Winters, like Camilla Williams, became a mainstay at City Opera. They both did a tremendous variety of mainstream opera roles of all kinds. So here they are in the Nile scene from Aida.
A te, grave cagion, ma duce Aida, nulla sfugge al mio sguardo. Amor ti struggi per Radames, e t'ama, quel battendi, e farà una figlia, e tu apri folle, razza infame, abborrita, e a noi fatale. In suo poterio scontrio, t'amras ruppina, e noter di lei, no, se lo brami, la possente rival, tu vincerai, e poi vedrai le foreste imbalsamate, le fresche valli, i nostri tempi d'or.
Rivedrò le foreste imbalsamate, le fresche valli, i nostri tempi d'or.
Sposa felice a lui che amasti tanto, tripudi immensi vi potrai gioir.
Un giorno solo di fiducia incolta, un'ora di falta, e poi morir.
Ora menti che a noi l'Egizio imite, le case, i tempi e la repovano, trasse in ceppi, le vergini rapite, padri, vecchi, fanciulli ai trucidò.
Amen rammenta quelli causti giorni, rammento i lutti che il mio cor soffrir.
Armi ora si desta il popolo nostro, tutto è pronto già, vittoria avrem. Solo a saper mi resta qual sentier il nemico seguirà.
Di scoprirlo potria, chi mai?
Tu stessa.
No, già
Sorgete egizi e corti, qual fu costruggete le nostre città. Spalgiate al terrore le stragi, le morti al vostro furore più freno non dà. Mia figlia ti chiami. Luci di sangue scorrono sulle città dei vinti, vedi da negri vortici si levano gli estinti, che aditanesti e gridano, per te la patria muore. Una larva orribile all'ombriano essa faccia, trema le scarne braccia, sul capo tuo levò.
Padre!
Tua madrele, revisala, ti maledì. Figlio dei faraoni, tu sei la schiava.
Costoro, schiava, non sono, non maledirmi, non imprecarmi. Ancor tua figlia potrai chiamarmi. Sorry.
Another American bass baritone who had a brilliant career in Europe and all over the world was James Pease, who was tremendously versatile, big, beautiful voice, wonderful on stage. And he sang a great variety of roles at City Opera. Don Giovanni, Escamillo, Sparafucile, Colline, the Pirate King, and made a great many recordings, and was equally active in concert, made recordings with Robert Shaw. We're going to hear him now in one of his absolute signature roles, which was Don Giovanni. He was quite dashing, and this is him singing in Don Giovanni, De vieni non, not De vieni non tardare, De vieni alla finestra. That would really be something, wouldn't it?
De vieni alla finestra, oh mio tesoro, de vieni a cancellare il pianto mio. Se nei a me di dar qualche ristoro davanti agli occhi tuoi morir io. Tu c'hai la bocca dolce più del miele, tu che zucchero parli in mezzo il cuore. Non esser gioia mia quando è crudele, lasciati almen veder io per l'amore.
And there followed in 1946 and the next couple of seasons appearances by a number of European artists who just appeared, made a few appearances at City Opera, didn't really stay long, but did sing there. The baritone Ivan Petrov, who sang Rigoletto, the Italian baritone Giuseppe Valdengo, the Russian mezzo Ira Petina, the first old lady in Candide. She sang Carmen at City Opera. Frederick Jagel, the American tenor, who sang a lot at the Met. All of these also sang a lot at the Met. And the American tenor, baritone Frank Guerrera, who sang one season at City Opera and lots at the Met. Spring 1948 saw another debut at City Opera of a wonderful American baritone who was just there for a couple of seasons, and I might have disqualified him for that, except that I just couldn't stand not to play him because he's one of my favorites, Robert Weede. And he made his debut at City Opera as Rigoletto. He also did Pagliacci there, and he did the leading role in City Opera's first world premiere, Troubled Island, by William Grant Still. Another thing, first world premiere at New York City Opera, an opera by an African-American composer. Pretty good. It's a wonderful piece, too. And here's Robert Weede singing the prologue from Pagliacci. This is an anonymous orchestra conducted by Frieder Weissman. This made in 1941.
Se può, signore, Signore, scusatemi se da sol mi presento, io sono il Prologo, poiché ne scena ancora le antiche mascheremme che l'autore in parte vuol riprendere le vecchie usanze e a voi di nuovo inviami, ma non per dirvi come pria le lacrime che ne versiam son false, degli spasimi e dei nostri martir non allarmatevi. No, la quale ha cercato invece fingervi uno squarcio di vita, e li affermassi ma sol che l'artista è un uomo, e che per gli uomini scrivere deve, ed al vero ispirava sì un nido di memorie, il fondo all'anima cantava un giorno, ed ei col verde lacrime scrisse e singhiozzi il tempo gli battevano. Dunque vedrete amar siccome sono gli esseri umani, vedrete nell'odio le tristi frutti degli spasimi, quelli di rabbia avrete per disattenete. E voi io posso che le nostre povere gamone distrioni sulla nostra anime consideroi che siamo uomini di carne ed ossa, e che di questo racconando al pari di voi speriamo il concetto vi dissi, ora ascoltate come li ascolto. Andiamo il cominciate.
Some other very important debuts in spring 1948 included the soprano Frances Yeend, who later would become part of the bel canto trio sent out by Columbia artists along with George London and Mario Lanza. What a group, right? But she was a mainstay at City Opera for many years and a very distinguished singer also of concert and recital. And also the tenor Rudolf Petrak, who debuted as Rodolfo in that same season. And on the flip side of that City Opera recording of excerpts from Aida that we heard part of before with Camilla Williams and Lawrence Winters were excerpts from Faust by members of the City Opera. Frances Yeend and Rudolf Petrak were on that recording, as well as the great bass Norman Scott. And we hear the three of them here in the final trio from Faust. Conductor of both sides of the recording, of course, was our first general director, Laszlo Halas.
Vous êtes perdu, si vous tardez encore, non m'avez pris.
Plourez-moi, c'est qui, dans ce monde, extensionnise à noi de
le sombre, le jour et la nuit, tous les pieds sonores, entendent nos chapeaux, frapper au pavé. Peut-être il y
Also on that Faust recording, as Valentin was a young debutante of spring '48, and that's Walter Cassel, who went on to pretty great things at City Opera and at the Met, you know, became more of a star in the next decade, but there he was on this recording, and here he is singing Avant de quitter ses lieux.
n'est triste pensée, tiré chercher la gloire c'est des ennemis, le premier, le plus brave, oh, les longues mêlées, j'irai combattre pour mon pays. Et si veille Dieu me rappelle, je veillerai sur toi fidèle. Oh, Marguerite, avant de quitter ces lieux, sonata de mes aïeux, à toi, Seigneur et roi des cieux, seul je confie. Oh, roi des cieux, que j'ai les yeux, protège Marguerite. Oh, roi des cieux, des
And the Ciebel on that Faust excerpt recording that we heard the beginning of, and now we're going to hear the rest of, was a very important, you might say a quintessential New York City Opera artist who debuted in fall 1948. That's the mezzo Francis Bible. Had perhaps the longest city opera career of any artist who sang there. And the variety of roles that she sang there and elsewhere, absolutely staggering. Everything from the most dramatic mezzo roles, Omneris and things like that, to she was City Opera's first Dorabella, City Opera's first Cenerentola, and she sang all over the world, except she didn't sing at the Met. And why she didn't sing at the Met? She was invited, but she told Rudolf Bing that she had a City Opera contract to honor. And she did, and he never asked her back. But she's had a pretty great career elsewhere. She's sadly under-recorded. Well, Elizabeth Schwarzkopf said that she was the best Octavian she ever sang with. And no matter what you think about Schwarzkopf's politics, she knew from Octavians. So here we have, probably Francis Bible is best remembered as Augusta Tabor in Baby Doe, which were immortalized, thank goodness, in a TV telecast in the 1970s and the recording of the City Opera recording of Baby Doe earlier. But I wanted to play this because she's very, very young in this. This is, again, from 1954, and it shows her voice in a very young lyric state that I think we're less familiar with these days.
Faites-lui mes aveux, partis mes vœux, plus éclose auprès d'elle, dites-lui qu'elle est belle, comme on connaît déjà la vie d'amour. Faites-lui mes aveux, partis mes vœux, révélez en son âme le secret de ma flamme, qui s'exhale des yeux par cœur du doux. Hélas, ce sorcier que Dieu donne m'a porté malheur. Voyons vite. Elle est sa femme. C'est pas vous que je vois parler pour moi, qu'elle puisse connaître les mots qu'elle pénètre, et dont mon côté la peut parler. C'est pas vous que je vois parler pour moi, sinon mon la femme.